how to have a nearly maintenance-free aquarium in your home. This is a community planted fish tank. Probably the #1 type of aquarium in the world. How do we maintain this thing? As you see, the filter system does the maintenance. It actually keeps the chemistry in balance. Natural bacteria that are in the air, water, everywhere are already beginning to grow in the system. They're going to go ahead and eat the ammonia that's coming off of the fish as they respire. Food's naturally gonna go to the bottom. We put a Siamensis algae eater and a yo-yo loach and one Corydoras to take care of that. So it's all self-sustaining now. The only thing that's not happening is there's no food coming in from the environment. So in our little ecosystem, we have to add just a pinch of food, no more than these guys will eat in 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes, they're pretty much stuffed. You cannot overfeed fish. You can overfeed an aquarium. If you put too much food in there, the fish will eat as much as they can eat, and the rest of the fish is going to go down, it's going to rot, over time, it's going to make the aquarium fish tank dirty. So just a small pinch, as much as they can eat in 5 minutes, once or twice a day, and you're doing everything you can to keep these fish happy. Now, the next step is once a week, take a water bottle about this size, take that same amount of water out. You want to take about 1 inch down, replace all the water you took out. Each cup you need from any aquarium store. Just get a dechlorinating solution. This one's Dechlor from Wico. Couple drops, and you can add it right in. And you've just done a water change. Avoid direct sunlight. If you have sunlight, algae is going to grow right on the aquarium glass. Also avoid keeping this light on for more than 8 hours a day. They don't need light, but the plants do. Don't leave the light on overnight though. Fish do need their rest. So if you keep it constant, you're going to get too much respiration from the fish. You're going to get too much light nutrients in there for algae to grow, and algae is going to start taking over the tank. If such a thing happens, any scrub brush will do, as long as it's glass safe, and you can just remove the algae that way. It'll come right off. Or again, if you really want this maintenance free and you don't even want to get your hands wet, this is called Mag Float, and you never even have to touch the tank. And voila. And you just leave it on the side somewhere where it's not in the way of viewing your fish. This is the first tank, let's assume, you've ever had. You've just gone through how to maintain it, you put in the plants, the fish. I want to reiterate what fish you should think about putting in. The beauty of this hobby is you can select from 2,400 species that are available at any one time in the market. My warehouse has 610, 20, something like that right now. I selected 10 different species that are very popular. I wanted to display them all. I would probably, if this is my first tank, I would probably take a third of those out of there. This is a little overstocked for a beginner. You're gonna have to do water changes probably twice a week on this tank. Otherwise, that's all you need to do to accommodate larger quantities of fish. I put some hardy schooling fish. It's nice to see fish come together. You're going to be feeding these guys. Stuff's going to float to the bottom. Make sure you put some kind of bottom feeders on the tank. In this case, we got a yo-yo loach, Siamese algae eater, and a Cory, and a little mystery snail. And I don't know why they're called mystery snails. And I don't think that's the mystery. But that's what they're called. So make sure you get fish similar size. Any fish that can fit in another fish's mouth that fish is going to eat it. And it's just nature. Similar size and similar disposition. One thing that most aquarists will say is a good looking, successful aquarium will have fish that are selected as bottom dwellers, fish that are selected as mid-level dwellers, and then a few fish that are selected for the upper region. And that way you can see some action throughout the tank. They don't run into each other quite as much. The other piece is 1 inch per 1 gallon. You have a 10-gallon tank here. Try to restrict it as close as you can to 10 inches of fish. There's a caveat to that. You can't put a 10-inch fish in this little tiny tank. But this is regarding small community fish. The rule is 1 inch per 1 gallon. And that's all there is to it. So enjoy your aquarium, and we will see you on the next episode.